Who knew this was what filmmaking was really like? You just sit around and wait for a while.
Yeah, it is.
I called Spielberg. He said he didn't want to direct.
He's busy today.
He had other stuff going on. Hey everybody, welcome to the very first premiere inaugural episode of the Real Estate Geeks, brought to you by the Real Pro team. I'm managing partner Brad Gore.
And I'm managing partner Ken Bowman.
And we're coming to you from the rolling Realtor Mobile studio here in beautiful Branson, Missouri. If you see us out and about in the van, please feel free to give us a honk and a wave. We'd love to say hello to you. Today we're going to talk a little bit about a really interesting topic in real estate. We're going to talk about comparables, or what real estate agents refer to as comps. So comps are important because that's how your real estate agent is coming up with the pricing for your property, whether it be your home, your vacation home, your condo. We're looking around your neighborhood and around the area, and we're finding comps, and that's how we're coming up with a price. And we happen to have some really interesting items in the news lately about, this is basically the entire month of August this year. There was a lot of talk about the United States purchasing Greenland from Denmark. So I find that really interesting because that would be a tough property to comp. And Ken, I think you had a little bit of information you found about maybe trying to comp Greenland.
Through some research, yes. And interestingly enough, Greenland at 535 million acres is a sizable property.
That's a sizable property. So how do you find comps for that? Did you find some?
Well, luckily, there were a couple.
We have comps for this.
We have a couple.
Okay, so what you're telling me is, in the past, the United States has looked at purchasing property from a foreign country. We've done this before.
This is true.
Okay. All right, let me think about this. Now, wait a minute. Okay. How many comps did you find?
Found three, actually.
Three occasions. All right, well, the obvious one is the Louisiana Purchase. That's the obvious one. Okay, that's number one. All right. Now, we purchased Alaska from Russia. So, the Alaska Purchase.
There you go.
Okay. And the third one, I'm drawing a blank. Here's what I'm going to guess. I'm going to guess we bought some land from Mexico. Because I remember this, Texas history, right?
There you go.
Okay, so we bought some land from Mexico. What was that called?
That was the Mexican
Cession. That's what it was. Okay, so let's talk about the Louisiana Purchase. What did you find out about the Louisiana Purchase?
All right, so Louisiana Purchase, we are dealing with 530 million acres.
Sizable.
Very much so, at a cost of $15 million in 1803 money.
Okay.
So looking at that in today's dollars, we are talking about $325 million for the Louisiana Purchase.
See, that seems like a bargain.
64 cents an acre. So, not bad.
I'd pay that for
Louisiana
Purchase.
I'm with that.
Okay, let's talk about Alaska.
All right, so the Alaska Purchase, 375 million acres, $7.2 million in 1867 money. So now we're talking about 122 million in today's dollars. 122
million, okay.
Or 32 cents an acre.
So again, it seems like a good deal.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about, cents per acre. I'm with that.
Yeah, okay, so now we're talking about Mexico, which this basically is, we're talking about the Midwest.
Yes.
Not the Midwest, the far West.
Yes.
Texas, over into California, I'm sure some of that, New Mexico, Arizona. So we're talking about the Southwest. Okay, what do we pay for this?
So the Mexican cessation was 338 million acres at $15 million. And that is 1848.
Okay, so what's that per acre?
So we're getting out to 476 million in today's dollars, or $1.40 per acre.
So prices are going up.
Prices are going up. Yes.
All right. Okay. So still seems like a pretty good deal. Okay. So we figured out that compared to the money value in 1800, we would have been paying back then about 400 million for Greenland. So what's that in today's dollars?
Yes. Basically, Greenland at about $420 million in 1800s dollars was translating out to $11,587,077,419.
So we're just talking about the land mass value.
Just a land value, yes.
$11.5 billion.
Yes.
Is what we think it would be worth based on the comps today.
Exactly.
Now, some of those comps are pretty old.
Comps are a little older than the 6 to 12 month window we work with.
We tend to stay in that window, but we had to kind of go back to find comps where we actually purchased land from another country.
Comparable size land masses, yes.
Yeah, but I mean that is a pretty good comp for what we think we would probably be paying for just the land value in Greenland today. So pretty interesting.
Yes.
Okay, Ken. Now you dug up some additional information regarding. There was another time that we attempted to purchase Greenland, which is a protectorate of Denmark. So we went to Denmark and said we want to buy Greenland for you. Is that what happened?
That is true.
Okay, so tell us about that.
So President Truman in 1946 offered $100 million.
$100 million. Okay, so these other purchases that we made in the 1800s were $15 million and $7.2 million.
Yes.
So let's say roughly 100 years later, now we're going to Denmark and offering Denmark $100 million for Greenland in 1946.
Yes.
Okay, so in 1946 dollars, $100 million. How much in today's dollars is that $100 million?
You're looking at roughly $1.5 billion in today's dollars.
Okay, so wait. So in 1946, we would have been paying $100 million, which equates to $1.5 billion, or 90% less than what we're saying based on the comps Greenland is worth today. That's a bargain. We should have sweetened that deal.
Some appreciation has happened since 1946.
I mean, if we paid $200 million, we still would have been saving money.
Still would have done okay.
Yeah, well, I think we should have made that purchase.
We should have closed that deal, yes.
Yeah, we should have closed that deal. So if anybody sees Truman wandering around, you can let them know on our behalf. Should have made that deal.
Timing is everything, and he missed his window.
He missed his window. I think we missed our window.
Yes.
If we'd been around back then, we could have given some good advice to President Truman. A great president, by the way, one of my favorites. All right, folks. So that is kind of your general view of how real estate agents comp property. So if you have questions about how we comp property, feel free to drop them in the comments. We'll answer those questions in the comments, and we'll probably bring some of them up during our next episode when we're going to talk about inventory. You don't want to miss that one. Thank you for watching.